Hey guys, this is Mr. 100% Gamer again, and today I'm doing the final level of Atoll, Enter Uncanny Bay. Now I haven't actually mentioned this yet. I'm sure some of you are wondering what actually is an atoll. An atoll is actually an island, or it could be a group of islands. Usually made out of coral, but it doesn't have to be. That kind of, like, encapsulates, like, a little lagoon lake kind of thing. Encapsulates just means, like, completely surrounds, if you didn't know. So basically, it's a lagoon in the middle of an island. There. I'm not sure, I haven't really checked. The map was just before, but I wasn't really paying attention to see if it actually is an atoll on there. I don't know if it is. I don't think the map where it shows you all of the levels is actually... Yeah, that was fail. It's actually a proper atoll, but that's actually what an atoll is, if you didn't know. It's not some made-up area in the game. Which is what I thought it was originally. That's a secret, by the way, if you didn't know by the big flashing blue text which said secret. Yeah. We'll pick up an extra heart again. This is actually quite a long level, as you see by the time limit. It's a bit longer than the one. Plus it's got 100 solar cells in it, which I think is the joint largest with any other level in the game. Not hard solar cells to get. There's a life behind here. This is the first or second level, which has more than one life in it. I'm trying to think, did Sawblade Canyon have more than one? Yeah, Sawblade Canyon had more than one. So, yeah. And I got an award. And that award is Chop Suey. Defeat 10 Chopper Chars. I don't know what the hell they're supposed to be, but those enemies are Chopper Chars. I don't know what Chars is supposed to be. Or if it's even Chars, it's C-H-A-S. So, pronounce that however you want. If you're wondering, Shinin, who made this game, do have some other games they've made. I'm only really familiar with the WiiWare stuff. I don't know if they've made any other stuff outside of the WiiWare service. They made a game called Art of Balance. I haven't actually played that game, but from what I've heard about it, it's not that great. It's basically like a balancing game with blocks and stuff from what I've seen of it. A really over-the-top one, but yeah, it's nothing like this. Also notice teleporter there, and there's also the hang glider thing. Or the parachute, not the hang glider. There's another secret up there as well. I'm going to turn all the way around to go all the way back to the start of the level, because on top of those trees are solar cells, and this is actually how you're supposed to get them. Shinin have also made a game. They're making a game called Fast, which is a racing game, but there's not too many details out about that at the moment. And there's another game they're working on which I know about, but I'm not going to tell you what that one is yet, because that's going to be more appropriate for later in the guide, or LP, or whatever. They've made some other stuff, because I remember I'm actually following them on Twitter. They're on Twitter as well, if you want to search for Shinin. And they've got a couple other games, but I can't remember what the other ones are. I think they've only got this and Art of Balance on the WiiWare service at the moment. They might be doing some Steam games, I don't know. I don't know what the other games are for, sorry. But I've rambled on about Shinin. But it's not really rambling, because it's relevant. Because it's about the developers of the game. And I've basically got nothing else to talk about for a bit, because basically you've got to use this, you've got to glide using the parachute across these platforms a couple of times to get all the solar cells. Then you've got to go one more time to get to the end of the level. So a lot of time of not really saying much. Just look at this. You might have to go a couple of times to get all these solar cells, but I'm going to use my amazing skill to get all of them in one go. Look at that. So now just got to head across. You'll have seen in this part alone that sometimes your solar cells can fall into the water. You want to try and avoid that as much as possible, because then you can't see them, and it can be a bit of a pain. So you've just got to kind of like jump in the water and try and find them. And in some of the later levels, the water's actually a no-go area, basically. I'll just say that. I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. So you can't really go in there, or you can't go in there for very long. So that's extremely bad to knock them in the water then. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself there. I've talked very little about the actual level, Enter Uncanny Bay here. I've talked about what Atoll actually is, quite badly. I've talked about Shining, and I think that's mainly the 2 talking points I've had so far. You can't have a platform without a button puzzle. You've just got to have a button puzzle. And here are those, I don't know, helis from the first level, the first proper level. Get to the mountaintop. Recognize them. Oh, and this bit was a pain, because you'll see here, missed. Okay, I've actually cut this down so it didn't go over the 15-minute time limit. That's how long this took. You get an award for hitting all of these enemies up here with bombs. Okay? So to get a bomb, you've got to hit the button. To do that, you've got to do a homing attack. And to do that, you've got to jump and then kind of flick the Wii remote forward. I've just cut there. That enemy was far too close to the button. And if I had hit him instead of the button, I would have failed the mission, and I'd have to have started the mission again. So I was there for a couple of minutes waiting for him to finally move so that I could hit that button. It went over the 15-minute time limit. So to stop you getting bored, for a bit of comedic effect maybe, and to cut down the video so it's less than 15 minutes, and therefore quicken up the uploading and rendering times, I've just cut out a load of time me just trying to walk forward, jump, decide not to home attack. That's basically all it was. It was wow. That's all I can say. It was wow. They'll tell us what these enemies are called in a second, because I can't actually remember. I'm trying to get him away from the edge, because if I hit him, I'm going to have to go and jump down if the solar cell falls off the thing. So that's why I'm trying to get him to follow us. It's not working. Why are these enemies such a pain? Why do they not move? Oh yeah, actually I'll tell you once this guy gets killed, I think it's soon. Where are you? There we go. Snappos, that's it. Snapos? Maybe? Snappos? Dunno. Probably Snappos. Anyways, that unlocks a vent. Come around here to get some solar cells, and there's another warp, which takes you to the top of the island, just in case you missed anything from that glider. Finally let me back in. Okay, I'll mention it now. I got a comment on the video from yesterday in which somebody said, and you know who you are, that they actually bought the game, at least, because he didn't say how much was down to this, at least partly because of these videos. Isn't that every LP's dream? To get somebody to buy a game they've played because you've made it look so awesome. That's my dream anyway. That's my YouTube dream. And I'm failing with this, but to be honest, trying to make this game look awesome is not hard. it's a really good game. You know who you are, and I didn't even know you had a Wii, so yeah. That must be my kind of pseudo catchphrase at the moment. So yeah, I say that all the time. Yep. Uh-huh. That's Jim Dandy. Anyways, getting to the end now. 94. Another one here. Let's get that. 99. That's the last one there. Right, here we go. Boss fight time. Kaiser Tai-Kai! Grab the bomb, throw it into the glass. Full hit, one hit. You'll then send down these rockets and the fire will be coming up on the floor. You'll see the hole where the fire's coming out of move, so you can dodge accordingly. Eventually you shoot another bomb out, keep shooting bombs until you use one, and then throw it in again, and then it's repeat. It's really easy. I've actually had a glitch on this before, where I've been able to hit him with 2 bombs in the same phase, because it shot 2 bombs out. I used one, and then I used another one because it didn't disappear. I don't know why, but it did, and there we go. Don't celebrate just yet, he's not dead. He's coming back. Well, there we go. A third of the game done. Well done. We've now unlocked the second area. And retrieved a third of our cells. Well, I actually unlocked this in the last video, but we'll just show you this is the North Pole. See you next time.